At 5, local people, local news. This is where the news comes first.
Good evening. This year's Idaho GOP convention erupted in fighting, name-calling, and in eventually an early dismissal as Republican leaders left Moscow with a little accomplished.
Local News 8's Caitlin Lukitas explains what unfolded over the weekend and what this could mean for the Idaho GOP.
This convention does happen once every 2 years. Now, the whole point of it is for the entire party in the state to come together, get on the same wavelength, get on the same page, unite, but unfortunately that didn't happen at all. Now, I spoke to some of the people who were there, and they say that some of the craziness, some of the unusual behavior that unfolded before them is unlike anything they've ever seen before.
A house divided turned into a showdown between the more conservative Liberty Caucus or Tea Party members versus the more traditional Republican Party members.
They were sitting there quoting Robert's rules back and forth to each other, obfuscating their own mission, their own commission there. It was absolutely almost hilarious to watch.
Bannock County GOP Chairman Tony Madsen was also on the ballot to become the state party chairman. But he says by the time the 15 county voting delegates made it up to Moscow, non-voting county Tea Party members had successfully petitioned to unseat them.
The reason they unseated us is because they said we weren't giving them proper representation.
He says because of this, Bannock County didn't get a voice. In fact, there was so much bickering, nothing was accomplished by the time the convention was dismissed on Saturday afternoon. Idaho Education News reporter Clark Corbin says it was so divisive, it took almost 2 hours just to get through roll call.
People were objecting to things, they were interrupting, they were yelling out. For 3.5 hours on Saturday morning yesterday, they were fighting over procedures and who could be seated. And then we went to lunch and they had done nothing on their agenda. And that's when it really began to sink in that, hey, this could get wild. This could be something that we haven't really seen before.
Although the Tea Party movement is gaining momentum in the state, Madsen says the traditional GOP isn't going anywhere.
We're going to try to work with them. We've got some solutions we think that are going to be in place that will help us include everyone. We're not going to try to eliminate people, but if we get to the point where we can't move around the rock, we'll have to move the rock.
In Pocatello, I'm Caitlin Lukitas.
You can read the full details on this story on our website at localnews8.com. House Majority Leader